Good morning. It is Saturday. We made it to the weekend. This is day 13 and day 4 of the Wheatgrass and Microgreens germination. So let me show you what's going on. Of course, our first batch is doing good, and the second batch is doing okay. Let me show you. This is doing very well. I haven't even had to add water to it. Look at these roots. Let me show you. Look at that. Doo-doo-doo. Doing good, doing good. And this one, well, it looks like an afro. I love it. I love it. Gonna let it grow out a little bit more. As you can see, we still have the like little seed pods. You don't have to take these off, they'll grow off. But yeah, it's coming up. Now the newer ones. So still doing good. We still have germination. I went and spread these seeds out a little bit more because you see not all of them are germinated, but we're getting there. I think the grow lights really help. Also with this one, I switched the paper that was on here and put a paper towel. We have good germination. We even have some green coming up. But, you know, I'm going to leave this on here a little bit longer. So when you're germinating microgreens and wheatgrass, it smells like collard greens in here. Uncooked collard greens a little bit. We're doing good. The wheatgrass is getting longer and getting thicker. Again, give it 4 to 7 more days. I'm going to be able to trim some of that off, use it for smoothies. On the microgreens, I could probably trim some of it now, but I'm going to give it 2 more days, and then I'll trim it and make me a smoothie. So that's it. That's all I have for today. It's supposed to rain today. I've already handled the chickens. I went out to them this morning and I said, hello, good morning, and they were like, So they do respond to you. They understand that you're there to love them and take care of them, and they're very happy. Instead of bringing the water containers out, I now bring in a water bucket and pour their water right there. Is a lot easier for me. Sometimes I will take their water container out to the hose and clean it up real good. I had to, you know what, let me show you. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back outside. Okay, so I moved their small water container from outside their chicken coop. Let me show you. So I moved their water container over here. They have 2 food containers and 2 water containers. So the small ones were inside the coop. They were right there behind the green one. They would stand on top of it for some reason and poop and everything else. Every day I would have to take that water container out, and I mean, it was just like poop on top of it and everything. I don't know why they did that. So I put it out here, and then like I noticed it was like these little mites or whatever getting in their water. So I took it out and I put it on this planter and put some bricks on top, so they really have to reach their head out, and they haven't really been sitting on it. So I really put the food containers in there, and I had to put a new tarp on top because rain's gonna come pretty soon, to keep their food and stuff from getting wet. Even though they're in the type of containers where it's supposedly hard for water to get in, water still gets in it sometimes, and what it does, it hardens the food and makes it one time I found mildew. I looked at it and I was like, what is this? And I took the whole container out and sanitized it, bleached it, you know, everything else, because you don't want your chickens, you know, eating mildew. So I had to take that container out of there. I had threw diatomaceous earth under where the container was, and like one's drinking right now. Like she's drinking. You see how she had to kind of dip her head in there. See? It's a lot better. It's a lot better. they seem to like it. And they're not standing on it, and they're not pooping on it. Their food container over here, it's under this part, so they can't stand and poop on it. So I just left that one in there. So that way they always have access to water. Then I have these 2 large containers over here, also food and water. And we have this one right here. She loves to dust. She absolutely loves to dust. And I put some diatomaceous earth in their dusting soil, and that seems to be doing a better job for them. This water container has apple cider vinegar in it, and I just keep refilling it with water. And I do take it out once a week and clean it really good. But they, as you can see, the doo-doo quartet, they just, every week I clean this up and they keep doing. But they seem to be doing a lot better with this water container right here. And this one gets emptied every day. I have to fill it up every day, and they love using it. So it's getting better, but I had to take it from out of there. I would have to take off the rim, and I was noticing these little bugs and stuff. I had to do diatomaceous earth on the dirt in there and everything, and it just wasn't working. It was becoming an issue. So I'm waiting for that hot mess in there to like dry out, and then I'll clean it out. But they seem to be doing a lot better. Remember, what your chickens eat comes out in their eggs, right? So I have to make sure I keep them healthy. So I do give them electrolytes. Their foods that I purchase have probiotics and all kind of, stuff in it. And now I'm growing them natural food that they can eat, and they are a lot happier. This is this gray one right here that's getting this water. I don't know why let me show you. It's like pecking on the thing. Oh, now she know I'm talking about her, so she's walking away. And she whines a lot. I don't know why. She's an odd one. She's an odd one. It's weird because the lavenders, which are these grays, in the beginning when they were chicks, they seemed to be a lot more like progressive and forward than the browns. But now the browns are big and thicker. Yeah, the lavenders kind of whined a lot. And they're a little bit smaller, which is weird. But those brown ones, they are the dominant. You see that one, she'll dust and she'll walk away, somebody get in there and she kind of push them out. But they all get to dust in there. But yeah, the chicks they're thriving. They're in their chicken cage and chicken coop. And she's just, for some reason, she wants the water there instead of getting the water on top. But the other gray knew to go on top and get the water. So anyway, that water container it's doing a lot better than being in the coop. And I had 2 containers in there, so when it rains and stuff, they don't have to come out of the coop. They could just go in there. But it doesn't matter. I've seen them walking around in the rain. I had to put a new tarp. I had to go in and pull down some of the chicken wire that was sticking up because it tore up the other tarp. And so I pulled down as much as I could, and hopefully this blue one won't tear so quickly as the other one. But I had to put a new tarp because we have rain. In fact, my phone said the rain is going to come in about at 11 o'clock. So yeah, that's this was a video about the wheatgrass and microgreens germination. But the reason why I'm growing it is it's killing 2 birds with 1 stone, so I can have stuff for smoothies, and so that the chickens can have healthier food from time to time too. It's a win-win situation. You're growing your own healthy stuff. It's just win-win. I don't see anything bad about the situation at all. And in a few days, I'm going to bring those microgreens out here, and they're going to lose their stuff because they don't get a lot of green stuff in this cage, right? They get what I feed them. They don't have the opportunity to go and forage in the yard. And the reason why I do that is because we have hawks. And I heard a hawk yesterday just flying around between the palm trees, and it's really for their safety. Even though there's, like, I'm in the incorporated part of our city, but this street behind me is unincorporated, and they have chickens and roosters and everything, and they have a large flock. I don't have the opportunity, number one, to produce chickens. I don't have a rooster that can produce with the chickens, and I don't want to. That'll be a lot for me to take care of. And so the other, like, mini farms or bigger farms or homesteads behind me have the opportunity to replace their, I call them pets, we're not going to use the other word, what they are, but to replace their pets, because they probably have like 300 of them. I don't. Like, they have 50 cows, and some people have llamas, and some people have dog petting zoos and things of that nature. I live more kind of a suburban country community. Even though you hear cars, I live in the more suburban part of it. But this next street is unincorporated, and you can just go round and round through these neighborhoods, and it's all types of mules and everything. So if a hawk were to catch, I'm sorry, my nose is dripping, sorry. If a hawk were to catch one of their chickens, because I'll be driving down the street and I'll just see a chicken walk around. If a hawk were to catch one of their chickens, they can replace it. If I lost one of mine, it's going to be lost, and I probably won't replace one of them for another year. So I do it to protect them. I do it so I have eggs, but I have a big enough spot where all 4 of them are comfortable. And so me growing the microgreens gives them some sense of kind of being out in the grass. And when I do feed them, I'm gonna feed the microgreens and wheatgrass to them. I'm gonna show you. I'm probably gonna break it up and like just spread it throughout the cage, and then they can go and go for it. Or I'll just put it in one big block, and then they can feast on it. It's big enough for both of them. So that's the end of this video. I'm gonna go in and starting to get a little bit cooler. The clouds are actually starting to get a little bit darker. And that's it. That's the update on the microgreens and the update on my chicken. Let me show you this brown one. She's so pretty. See how much different she is from the grays. The grays are cute too, but she's just so slick and thick. And now look at her compared to the gray. The buff is bigger than the lavender. You're not a rooster. Stop it. You're not a rooster. Knock it off. You're a girl. You lay eggs. Knock it off. Chill. And if I find out you're a rooster, well, you know, you're gonna go in the oven. Knock it off. You're okay. Seriously. She was about to go for it. I'm like, girl, don't get us kicked out this HOA. If you don't knock it off. Anyway, let me get back to this. So, look how thick she is. Hi, baby girl. Hi. How you doing? She like, whatever. Just go get the food, chick. Just go get the food. And she's back to tapping on the thing. Okay, this video has wasted enough time. As I always say, please find peace within yourself, and please be peaceable with everyone. I absolutely love you all. Have a fantastic day, and stay safe. To everyone across the country who was in this Arctic freeze that we're having, I feel for you. And we're starting to get rain out here, so Southern California, we're about to join you. All right, I love you all. Have a fantastic day. Bye.